All right, gang, we are live on Facebook, and as usual, I'm still trying to get used to. There's a little delay. It actually even gave me an error message going on Facebook Live. So if you're getting that, that's kind of normal, as we are, getting used to this app and trying to find out what that delay is. I'm just always encouraging you to begin talking as soon as possible and not waiting until you have viewers. Because remember, most of the people are watching your replay. And I'm going to, unfortunately, probably for some of you, remind you of that all the time, because that is such an important aspect. A couple updates I want to give you is that we've had a lot of people sign into that training course that I put on using 22 Social. And for the most part, I really do like 22 Social for a lot of things. I think the majority of you are signing in okay, and you're getting to the videos and that kind of stuff. But we still have a couple people that don't know that they have to go to the Facebook Live TV show Facebook page. I think I'm saying that right. Facebook page to go back to where you signed in originally, and that's how you get back into the course. Now, as things get posted, that's going to end up farther and farther down. So I'm trying to figure out a solution to that. I don't want to always pin that to the top. I guess I could, but that's one issue. The other issue is that there's some other people having problems with the payment and using PayPal and that kind of stuff. If you're not used to using PayPal, or maybe you're in another country, it's possible that you have some restrictions in using PayPal. That's possible. So one solution I have going on right now is I'm uploading all of the same videos that are in this course on using 22 Social's membership page and putting it on Kajabi. I can expand it further. I can put PDFs and other things in there and go a little bit further. And so what I will do, all of you that have purchased the program, I will put you into the Kajabi or show you how to do it yourself. I'm not sure, based on the numbers, it might be a little daunting to try to do it all myself and get you in there. And so just look just stay tuned to this Facebook page and look for direction. I think at first, I'll see if I can get as many of you to go ahead and do that on your own. So that it's just easier, right? You just go in, you log in, put your name and email address in there. You don't have to pay again, or you won't have to pay again. I'll figure out how to do that. And then as soon as the majority of you get there, if somebody's having trouble, I will do that for you. But I really appreciate some of you that would be able to do that on your own. In the Kajabi, I just think it'll be easier for you to go to a specific web page and use that as your training course, and then I'll add some more videos in there that will help you with this process, because there's stuff I'm learning every day still, even though I'm having really good success with Facebook Live, using it as a TV show platform. Like today, the same thing. I think I'm going to need an intern fairly soon, because I think my problem is I'm doing everything myself, and you're going to find that too. So my first thing to tell you is to keep it simple. Use your phone. Just push the one button. Make sure you have your background the way that you want it, and don't worry about too many other things. Maybe have out a printed version of your topics and your show flow ready for you, and that's it. What I have these things that are running in the background you see here for my Facebook Live, for my dog news live show. I have my logo, which plays in the background, and today, with everything else, I could see myself in the video on my desktop, and that was not running. So I had to start that in the middle of my show. So do you see what I mean? If you have too many things going on, right? You're only one person. I know everybody thinks they can multitask, but as we've learned from research and other things that I've been reading, we really can't. We can't multitask very well, and not so well that we at some point need somebody else to help us out, because I got mics that are being plugged in. Of course, we got cameras, not using my desktop, not using a phone. I have to have other things plugged in, make sure that those are working properly. And then when it comes to hitting that live button, there's almost always right now, because I have so many things going on, something missing. So don't take yourselves there yet without having some help. So if you're married and your husband or wife can help you out, or a brother or sister, or an employee, or again an intern that will begin to get everything prepared for you, so you can just focus on doing the show. That's probably the way you're going to go. All right. So I wanted to make sure and talk about that. I just got a message from Yael, I think, and I think Becky, and then somebody in Australia. So that's 3 out of I think we have about 40 people, I think, in the program. I'm not quite sure, but that are having problems getting in. And so again, it could be regional. It could be just that the PayPal isn't agreeing with the system using 22 Social. I will hit up their support and technical support to see if they can help me out with that. I see we have somebody live on here, and the tool that I'm using now, it doesn't allow me to have that conversation with that person, and I'm really not sure how to fix that. So I'm going to figure that out too. That's something that's going to be really important for me to look at. So actually, let me go to another. As we're live, and I'm learning with you, so let's look at this. Hopefully you're not saying, hey, you know, this guy's selling this product and he doesn't even know how to do it. Look at it that I'm learning along with you, and then we are going to do this together, and I'm going to hopefully get you there faster than you would if you were doing it yourself. So I'm going to go to Facebook here. I'm going to go to Facebook Live and see if this is a solution to not being able to see who's on and what's happening. Well, there you go. Well, no, I'm not. Well, there I am. I'm showing live, just not showing the comment. So I can like myself here, it looks like. I think I just gave myself a like. But I see Mr. Ippolito, I see you're on here. Good. You're giving the wow. Wow, that's good. I'm glad to see that. So let me go to my screen here so you guys can see what it is I'm seeing. Let me go back to my OBS, and I'll switch you over to my desktop. There we go, transition. So go to my desktop here. So you see right here on this particular page, what I see is nothing in the comments. So the only reason I knew Mr. Ippolito was on is because it showed up. You know how it shows up there on the side. So I can see that he's on. And then there's people below that are looking at my Facebook Live recording that I just did a little while ago on Falco Canine Academy. So that's the only reason I know. But see, nothing is showing up as far as chat for me on this thing. So maybe if I refresh, maybe something will come up. So if anybody that's on right now can just put a little comment in there, maybe that'll show up and we'll see. So right there, I just see that Ippolito's on there. And that's about it. And then you're going to see on the other screen here is, so here's what I see on that other screen in regard to Facebook Live and the publishing tools. It doesn't show me anything as far as who's on and what's happening and that kind of stuff. So it's a little bit limited. Now we're gonna again learn together. We're gonna figure out how to get that all to happen. Sorry, one of the dogs is going crazy outside. And so there's some bugs we're going to work out. So the bugs as far as signing up, hopefully most of you have been able to get in and start watching the videos. I would love comments so that I can fix whatever it is that you think needs to be fixed as far as maybe just another comment on the video or something like that. That would be fantastic. On any of the videos, not just one of the videos, but any of the videos, if there's something more you needed that I didn't give you, I'm more than happy to re-record them and put them back up there. Again, I'm going to move. I think my plan right now, I'm going to move to the new Kajabi, which I love that platform so much. It just adds so much flexibility. It looks clean. We can have discussions in there. I can go live within the Kajabi site just like I can on Facebook. Again, the difficulties that I've had with people signing into the Kajabi has not been there at all. I don't even think I've had one person say they weren't able to purchase and then get in and then know how to go back in once they've been in. That's one of the other things people didn't know. They have to go back to the Facebook page itself and go down to, actually I think this one up here. So if you go to this one here, you just click on it and that'll get you back in because it'll recognize your IP address on your computer and know that you are in. All right, let's go back to the camera here and switch back. Good. All right, so there you go. So those are some of the things. Remember that as soon as you realize that you're on live on camera, begin talking, tell people what it is that you're going to do. That I've gotten way better at, telling people what it is they're going to see along the way. That way we get them past the first 10 seconds because that's a critical bit of information that you need if you're going to take this to somebody and have them sponsor your show, that people not only are watching, and signing in because you'll get that stat, but they're also staying on past that first 10 seconds. That's really, really important. And so tell people what it is you're going to show. Tell people that there's something at the end that they need to wait for and watch all the way to the end. That's really important, right? That'll get them to get past that 10 seconds. Today what I did is I did a teaching I told them that in the end we're going to do some dog training, and I was going to tell them about some important things they need to know about giving your dog a command. And so I would, after the stories, then I would get into the training. And so it seemed like we had a lot of people staying on to the end. We had some comments at the end. It was really, really cool. So that was a really good one. So if you're a coach, right, and you're starting your TV show about life coach or business coach or whatever it is you're coaching, that you say, if your show is that you're going to talk about current events and what's happening in the industry, and then stay tuned at the end. I'm going to give you some free information, some training on some stuff that I just discovered or things we've been doing for a while that I want to remind you about and keep people engaged until the end, because you're going to teach them something in the end. Or that at the end, stay tuned. I'm going to give you a link that's going to send you to a place where you can get my free book. But make sure and stay to the end of the show. So you see, you're getting people to stay engaged, to stay the entire time. Make sure and have people comment, give you likes, give you whatever, so that you get engagement. All those stats are important for later on when you're going to market yourself out to somebody for sponsorship and that kind of stuff. The other thing is, know that we're going to be setting up that Kajabi site so that we're going to grandfather everybody that bought using the 22 Social. I'm not saying 22 Social is a bad app, because I love it. And actually, there's some really cool things you can do within Facebook using 22 Social. However, in the membership site, I want a little bit more flexibility, because as far as I understand now, I can only have 8 videos within that membership site. And I would like to do a couple more. I would like to be able to provide PDFs if something were to come up where I can give you a template for a show flow. I want to be able to give that to you and keep it within the membership site, right? That I don't have to use another format or do something that I want to make sure that the buying into the membership site has value, and don't want to put something like that necessarily on the Facebook page for right now, right? So instead of giving it away for free to everybody, I just want to give it to you guys who bought in to add value to what it is that we're doing there on the membership site. So make sure and comment, and that's something that you would like to happen, that you would like for me to give you that Kajabi site access, because you may like that better. And then what I'll do is I'll poll you, for those of you that have done have been in the membership site on 22 Social and on the Kajabi site. Let me know which one it is you like better, because as I move forward and then begin to teach people the more complicated stuff I'm doing, Facebook Live and starting your own TV show, when I put that program together, that I use the correct format that everybody's going to like. So that would be very, very helpful. And of course, you that have already signed in will get a special discount and get in on that training at a very, very low price. And it'll be my thank you for you guys helping out and putting up with the beginning stages. That's why I only made it $9. I didn't want to make it $49 right off the bat, because I knew that there's a possibility of just things happening. And all in my training that I've learned is that you want to get some people in, begin using the platform, just like New Kajabi did. When I bought New Kajabi, they had none of the stuff they have now. I mean, barely. I mean, they had some pretty cool things, right? But I was one of the very first, they called us the founders of the New Kajabi, that what I bought into at that point was not nearly what it is that it is now, that all the bells and whistles that we have now are the thanks for buying when things weren't all in there. So I'm trying to do the same thing, give value, and this is going to continue on, because things are going to change, right? Facebook Live has already changed since its launch, which was maybe 2 months ago, I think. It was just this button that you found on your personal page that you couldn't use on the fan pages, and all of a sudden it appeared on the fan pages, and then all of a sudden you could begin to put likes and your emoticons and things flying through the air and that kind of stuff, and they're adding more and more, and I think pretty soon they're going to allow us to put 2 screens on there, because they want to compete with Blab. That's the word that I've heard on some chats that I've been on. So it's going to expand, it's going to change, and I want to be relevant to you guys and tell you what it is I'm learning, and that way I can save you some time and effort. All right, so please just continue to give me your comments right into this Facebook Live Facebook page. Share it with other marketers that you know, or coaches or people that you think might be interested. That'd be very, very helpful, and it will allow me to expand what it is that we're doing here, because I think it's a great platform. Even with some of the glitches, even with the false starts and things like that on my Falco Canine Academy page, it has become pretty incredible. I've already got 2 people for sure that are considering being sponsors on the show based on what it is we've done up to this day, and this is only our 5th week in a row of doing that show. So really, really pretty cool. All right, and you guys can do the same thing, and just really appreciate your buying in. I appreciate your having faith in what it is that I'm doing here, and know that we're going to expand and even give you more content and give you more value for what it is that you've purchased into this at this point. All right, So there's my update for what's happening on Facebook Live. Again, share with your friends, like, do all the things that will help us be successful. And I'm more than happy to do the same thing. All of us in the community should be helping. Make sure and let us know when you have your live show running and put it right here on our page. And that will be our signal to begin watching you live and giving you likes and giving you the same thing. Kind of like the same thing that Mike Koenigs does in the publish and profit area, where we all begin to work as a community to make each other successful. All right, that's what I want to do with this page. All right, thank you for joining me. I really appreciate it, and I will see you